I'd like to take a look at this book one more time, The Game Console 2.0 by Amos, before I have to return it to the library. I'm just looking today at the consoles that I don't have that I would love to get. And I don't know if you agree, but yeah, this is interlibrary loan. But look at this guy's closet. The author, amazing. Like, I don't, this is very organized. I don't have room for this kind of closet, but yeah, I have most of those. I don't have an SG-1000, but I already have a Japanese master system where I can play SG-1000 games in RGB HDMI. So, I mean, it's a good collector's piece, but it's expensive, especially the SG-1000, the first one you see right there. Not the second one, it's more common. He has very orderly, nice. Socrates, I don't have that, and it's an educational system, so I don't really know if I would get that or not. But the original Odyssey that came out in 1972, don't have that. Don't have the Ballet Astrocade. These are all hard to, well, on eBay you can find them. I haven't seen that often, but it's expensive. So I don't have any of those systems. I got the V Flash recently. Interesting console, and the V Smile as well. PS4, the new one. I have a new one. I haven't done a video on it yet. Or I did a short on it. I just haven't done any. I don't got the Fairchild Channel F, that system. You can find it on eBay and stuff. It's expensive though. And this was like the first game console that had interchangeable cartridges. I mean, the Odyssey one has them, but this one was different games. Those were just variations of regular games, the original Odyssey. Let's see what else. Odyssey 2, I'm trying to get that, but it's hard to find one that's tested and working, so trying to get those. There's a lot of listings of this system, but it's broken or untested or parts only. This Interactive Vision I read, it's like you see right there, as VHS tapes. I don't have a VCR, so it's no use for me getting this. It'll just like collect dust. Super Cassette Vision, I have, what is that, the Vita, most likely. I have that. DS XL, I have a DS Lite. PS2 Slim, I have a PS2 Slim. Final Fantasy version, PS2, and then nothing else there. He has a Mega Drive, I have a Mega Drive. That's hard to find, a Super A-Can. Only a person I heard about that system was Gamester81, his channel. A boxed Virtual Boy, wow. Get a Japanese version, it's cheaper. And then PSP, Xbox One. Oh, this is expensive as well. He has a Pioneer Laser Active. You look on eBay, they're not cheap. And, you know, it'll be cool because it's hard to, you can play Laserdisc games. And that's pretty hard to find, you know, these games. I don't know. That would be cool to have like an ODE optical drive emulator for Laserdisc games for this. Action Max, I saw one in person, and you need a VCR again, VHS, and I don't have a VHS anymore. So that system would be useless for me. I got a Shartoon Famicom, but not that version. I got the black, red, maroon version for cheap on Yahoo Auctions and just a proxy. I have this 3DO, the Sanyo. I haven't done a video on it, or maybe I did a short, I can't remember. But he has a box, amazing. Those are expensive, and they're only released in Japan. He has Amstrad. I wanted to get one of these, just that I would have to get a converter for a power switch, and they're hard to come by, of course, in America, because it's only released in the UK. He has another PS4, Atari 2600, the Woody. I have a 7800 already, and I could play 2600 games, and I have 2 flashbacks, a 9 and the X, so I don't really need this one. Commodore 64C, don't have a Commodore 64. I have a Commodore 64 Mini, the boxed, wow, 60 gig PS3, a Vita. So I guess that's not a Vita then up here. That's something else then. Huh. Anyway, yeah, he has another Vita. Wow. Neo Geo CD front loader, I have that. I just don't have a box, and I don't got a regular Commodore 64. So he has a lot of good systems here. An N64, I don't know, a Philips CDI maybe? This is a PCFX. I have one, but I don't have a boxed one. Aquarius. I've never seen this in person. It's basically Mattel. They released it along with the Intellivision. And then, oh yeah. So that's what this guy has. And then let's move on. Let's look really quick. Yeah, I don't want to, because you have to buy, buy this book. I don't got an Odyssey 2. I never knew there was a gun for the Odyssey 2. Pong Cons, I wish I had that. I have this TV Game 15, one of Nintendo's first systems. It's a Pong clone. I don't have a Coleco Telestar, don't have that. Don't have that either. What is this? Oh, Crash 1977. I never knew there was a Crash before the 83 Crash. So this is now second gen. I don't have this Fairchild Channel F. That's cool, he shows the innards. There was a second version, which I read, this one doesn't have sound. I mean, it goes to the TV. This first one, there's a speaker built in, so it goes through that way. And that's the controller. I don't have the RC Studio 2. He had forgotten to put the Toshiba version of this. It was only released in Japan. It was the Visicom. Don't have that. I don't think he's put that in there. Coleco Telestar Arcade. Don't have that. Never seen one in person. I've never seen this in person either. Of course, we all know the 2600 or the VCS. Well, we know it more as 2600 now. And all the models of the VCS. The Harry 2700, I heard about this through Gamester 81's channel. Never seen one, of course, in person. I've never seen a Bally Astrocade in person. Never seen this in person. What is this one? It's PC50X. Never heard of it. Odyssey 2, like to get one if it's tested and working. They're all in parts only. It's amazing that this thing is, when you open this box up, this is a small piece, and this humongous box, you think, and it's only this. It's the innards. APF, I heard Gamester said this is, Gamester 81 said this is expensive or hard to find. Same thing, it's a computer. You attach this to this computer they sold called the Imagination Machine. Never heard of the Video Brain. Oh, this is Europe only, that's why. Interon VC4000, never heard of that. Never heard of this Champion Unisonic thing, I don't know. I've heard about this as the first interchangeable cartridges for a handheld. I've never seen one in person. Never seen an Atari 800 or 400 in person either. Television I just got like a few months ago because the television flashback I had was junk. Oh, this is the computer version. I've never seen this either. It's same thing like the APF. Kind of reminds me. In Television 2, I'd rather have the first one. I know this one you can change out the controller, but where do you find controllers for this anyway? And the first model is more, let's say it's more iconic. The Game & Watch, I had the pinball one growing up, but then I regrettably sold it. I have one of these, the Epoch Cassette Vision. They're cheap if you were going to go to Yahoo Auctions. Never seen this. I've never seen the VIC-20 in person. I'd like to get this, but it's expensive, the Arcadia 2001. Never seen a ZX Spectrum. They call it ZX, not ZX. ZX Spectrum, because it's from Great Britain. Commodore 64, I have a Commodore 64 Mini. I've never seen this Commodore 64 game system ever. Vectrex, I'd like to get one, but it's expensive, really expensive. When you find one for like $300 or $400, it's expensive. As much as getting a Steamdeck. And then ColecoVision, got the problems with the ColecoVision. These controllers are junk. Oh man. And I don't know, I just figure, why would you need expansion manual of the 2600? You can just play it on an actual 2600. It's almost the same price. It's more for collectability reasons. Never seen a Coleco Atom 5200. People get flack about the system. I think it's the control aside, my controllers, knock on wood, they work, but yeah, I mean, it's just better than a 2600 for graphical wise, of course. I don't know. That's my opinion. I think this system is underrated. If you get working controllers, you'll appreciate the system more. Never seen this. Aside from Yahoo Auctions, I've never seen this or heard about this VTech Creative Vision. Adventure Vision. I have a Tutor. I have the Tomy Tutor Jr. Only released in Japan. I've never seen the Aquarius, like I said earlier. Video Game Crash. Let's see. Never gotten that. Don't got that. I have that because it's cheap. Not that expensive. This system, I just got a FDS one. I have one of these, but the belt doesn't work. I don't know how to change it. I gotta get a belt and try to fix it myself. I don't know. But I also got a Sharp Twin Famicom. I got a PV1000. Awesome. And MSX2. I don't got the first MSX because MSX2s are backwards compatible with MSX1s. So why do I need that? I had this Game Pocket computer, missing one game. It came with most of the games except one game, which is Astro Bomber, which is like a Defender clone. The Super Cassette Vision, it's a good system. It has like the 5200 where it has a drawer here where you put the controllers in. I don't have this, never seen this. This was never released anyway, because this is never released. Everyone knows the NES. Finally got one in my possession. I had one when I was younger, but then I sold it. I don't know, regrettably, like in the late 90s. I picked up one in like 1997. They were clearing some out in Funcoland, and then I sold it like a year or two later because I needed money. Rob the Robot. I've never used this. Master System. I would get the Japanese version of this because you can play SG-1000 games. It has the FM sound, a better sound processing chip than the American and European version. So I had the American version when I was a small kid. My parents, or actually, I think I got it from relatives. I can't remember. Atari 7800. Finally got one of these early this year. Never seen one in person. Never seen this in person either. I've never seen this in person. I saw this in person once at Half Price Books, but again, you need a VCR. I've never seen this. PC Engine. If you're gonna get a TurboGrafx, might as well get a PC Engine because it's cheaper. It does the same thing and it's smaller. I don't know, unless you're really nostalgic. But I do have the TurboGrafx Mini. The original system is expensive, and now the Mini, for a reason, is expensive. I got a Mega Drive, Game Boy, the original Game Boy. Nice. I don't got a Pocket. I've never seen a Game Boy printer. Sega Genesis, one of my first consoles. Sega CD I have. Don't have the second model. I got a 32X finally like 2 years ago. Never seen one in person. This is a canceled prototype. TurboGrafx 16. If you get the AV booster, you can do it in composite, and also, but it's RF a default, which is really crappy. I've never seen a CD, TurboGrafx CD and Turbo Duo, but just get the PC Engine Duo R. It's more reliable. These are faulty with the capacitors. Never seen a Turbo Express. Also, same thing with capacitors. Might as well just get the GT, the Japanese version. It's cheaper. Lynx, expensive to buy now. Never seen one in person. We got the Evercade for that instead to play Atari Lynx games. You could have two collections. Let's see. Huh. Never seen that in person. Never seen that. Neo Geo is so expensive. I have a Neo Geo CD because it's cheaper than getting this thing. I'll never get this. It's like $300, $400, $500. Ridiculous. Sega Game Gear, have one, but I think I need to replace the capacitors. The sound is low. Never seen this. Again, like to get this, but I don't know if it can run on American TVs. It probably has a PAL, so I don't have a PAL TV. Super Famicom. Is this the, never seen this in person. SNES, yep. CDI, I have a CDI. Never did a video on it yet though. Supervision. Never seen this either, this VIS. Yeah. So anyway, I don't want to go through the whole book, but yeah. But this is a great book. You should pick it up. I might end up picking it up eventually if they have a third edition. Like the Steam Deck is missing here, I can just tell you now. Anyway, there you go. I don't want to give, you know, the author needs some stuff too. You don't want to go through the whole book. It will take 30 minutes to go through this whole book anyway. But yep, there you go. Thanks for watching.